Just north of Wesco, 3 inches rain. I mean, we're talking major rainfall amounts in a short period of time. And again, that's what's causing those areas of flooding. So let's take a look at Futurecast here. There's that line of thunderstorms. We do expect this to continue to move off to the east. But even still 7 o'clock, you're still looking at some good storms in Willacy and Cameron County. Yeah, Jim, I'll tell you what, the wind has really started to pick up here. We've seen the National Weather Service just tweet out a short time ago. Wind gusts in this area reported at 65 miles an hour. And I can tell you definitely do feel it out there. Almost knocks you off your feet into Cameron County and Willacy County, but the majority of them are staying offshore, and that's where we do expect Nicholas to go. And here's one of our forecast models, and you can see, again, offshore, but those strongest winds are also offshore all the way back to June 5th. So that's 95 days ago. Coolest morning. So, hey, you know what? We're heading in the right direction. I know Pauline's been looking towards the cooler temperatures. So, you know, we got to take the small winds when we can get them. But bring that another surge of that Arctic air down into the valley. So it means another freeze is going to be on the way for us Thursday night into Friday morning. Take a look at some of these temperatures. This is actual temperatures, 29 degrees in Harlingen. It's going to cause the rain. Well, we have a diving low pressure system that's going to be moving down into the state. I know that's kind of a scary word because that's what caused the flooding a couple weeks ago. This is different, though. This is going to be moving thanks to high pressure building in. 99 in Harlingen as well as 98 in Brownsville on what's going to be a hot roundup of Labor Day weekend. And then you add the humidity and those feels like temperatures 105 to 110. So make sure you stay hydrated if you're going to be outside. And watch as the humidity drops. We're going to be dew points in the 60s, 70s, and then plummet from there down into the 20s by the afternoon hours. That means, yeah, fire danger is going to be way up for us later on in the week. You know, we are starting to see this ending across portions of our viewing area. Others are just getting started. Let's just take a look at the radar right now, and you can see a lot of that heavy rain basically from McAllen through Harlingen. Moving away from the radar, the green colors are moving towards the radar, and the radar again in Brownsville. And you can see in this area right in here is where that circulation is. That's just added to the already saturated ground. We've had anywhere from 5 to 10 inches or more across the mid to lower valley of the last several days. So we all know it doesn't take much right now to get flooding. And just in the Clear Creek area, the water level of Clear Creek right now at 8.73 feet near League City. And if just for comparison's sake, Ike, that was 11 feet. Harvey was 16. Now we got a low pressure system moving across the state. High to low pressure, that's where the wind wants to blow. And as it spins there, it brings that strong southeast winds. And yep, could knock the garbage can over if it's your garbage day there on Monday. Probably close to that major range by Wednesday, and that's going to stay that way for some time. I just hate to say it. Mosquito Faxo activated by the rain. If you didn't know that, with all the rain, we have that. Mature in about a week's time, and the females last about a month or more, so keep the DEET handy. Great day to walk the dog. I think Piglet here wants to go for a walk. We're looking at 64 degrees by noontime. Take a look at this afternoon, 72 degrees. And it's a beautiful day here at the Sherilyn High School, and what a great night for games. I know everyone behind me is excited. Let's take a look at those temperatures outside right now as we're looking at 80s across large portion of the valley. Last summer, Hurricane Hannah, where we had 1 to 3 feet storm surge, and that's about here on me. I'm 5'8". Now going back to 1967, Hurricane Beulah, 14 feet of storm surge right here at Boca Chica Beach, well over my head.
Andrew, this is going to be one of those perfect nights for football. I'm sure the athletes, above all else, are going to really enjoy playing in these conditions. This is what they think about, in Central Texas, other parts of the state, but this is perfect, really, to play any sporting event here tonight. Let's take a look outside, and you see, you can't find a cloud in the sky, Chris. It's great. Amanda's been asking for nice weather for the football game.
Last week was not fun.
No, last week was no fun with all the rain, and the games got pushed back to Saturday.
The Bird Bowl turned into the Bird Bath.
Yes.
It was not enjoyable.
Yeah, so we don't have that tonight, and I don't think we're going to see any of the rain through the weekend. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast.
By in our weather center to give us the latest on the rainy weather we're seeing throughout the valley.
Yeah, Faith, it's been quite a day in the lower valley. We got this video sent to us just a little while ago from a viewer, Eric Gonzalez. This is taken in Brownsville and Paredes Lane Road. That's near Morrison. And just check out this video. I mean, those cars just, some of them stalled out there, and you can see this drone video, and you can see some of the flashes of lightning in the distance, and just those fields and people's backyards just covered in water. And we're still seeing so many locations in the lower valley dealing with some flooding issues here at this hour. And you can see on our radar still that heavy rain across portions of the valley. Now, I do want to show you where some of our warnings are right now. We do have a flood warning in effect until 10:45. That includes Harlingen, Rio Hondo, San Benito, Los Fresnos, and Bayview. Also have a flood warning for parts of Brownsville all the way across Boca Chica Boulevard, Port of Brownsville there as well. And that goes until 11:30 for us. So again, still dealing with some flooding issues in the lower valley. Now, most of the rain, though, is in South Padre, Boca Chica Beach, Bayview, Los Fresnos, and Brownsville, though we can't rule out a few little sprinkles closer towards Harlingen. But I still think rain will slowly decrease here over the next few hours. But just take a look at some of the rainfall we've had thus far today in the last 24 hours. Over 8 inches of rain across portions of Brownsville, the wettest day in Brownsville since 1996, and then broke the daily record for Harlingen, just shattered it by almost 4 inches of rain in Harlingen today. And then closer north of Raymondville, just north of San Perita, they're close to 8 inches of rain as well. So again, ton of rain across portions of the lower valley. Now let's take a look at Futurecast the rest of the night, as we are still going to be looking at some rain chances here through the overnight hours, though I think rain chances will slowly diminish through the overnight hours, though I can't rule out some heavier bands here and there. But I think most part our flooding threat is decreasing here tonight, but can't rule out, again, some heavier downpours. Here's some of our latest computer models. Still give us close to about a ½ inch in some spots there in the lower valley. So we'll have to watch it through the overnight. But again, I don't think we're looking at quite like we saw earlier today. We do have a slight risk, though, overnight from the Weather Prediction Center, and that means there's a 10 to 20% chance for additional flash flooding here overnight tonight. So we can't rule that out, but odds are against it here through the next few hours. Now, what's been causing all this rain? Well, we do have an upper-level low-pressure system that's basically just moving in towards the panhandle of Texas, and that trailing frontal boundary just continuing to suck up that Gulf moisture and bringing us our storms. And we continue to see that again today. We'll see that tomorrow and Sunday and even Monday. Though the good news is I'm not expecting anywhere here near the extent of the rainfall that we saw today the next 2 days. We're looking at closer to about 40%. We'll talk about that in a second. But tonight, still looking at 60% chance of those rain and rumbles. 75 degrees will be our bottom out mark. And then Saturday, 88 degrees. Sunday, 86 degrees. Both days, 40% chance of those showers. But just taking a look at tomorrow in general, does look like we could see some storm activity in towards the upper valley as you get in towards the afternoon hours. But I think it'll be a little bit more spotty in nature and not like we saw today, which was that widespread rain event. We're again looking at 30-40% chance of rain for you tomorrow, and not that widespread, again, heavy rain threat. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, our rain starts to diminish there. Frontal boundary moves through, and then we dry out as we get into towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we all know after today's rain, we need to dry out. Unfortunately, we are going to start to bring back the mosquito threat later on in the week there as well. So if you remember last weekend when we had all that gorgeous weather with low humidity, that's what we're expecting beyond Tuesday again, with sunnier skies, temperatures peaking in the 80s, and then those lower 60s at night. So there is some hope on the horizon. We just got to get through a few more humid, more damp, rainy days ahead of us this weekend. And we're taking a look outside right now. Our DHR camera in Edinburgh. Clear skies here tonight. A little muggy, but clear skies for 79 degrees and continue to cool here over the next few hours. Getting down to about 74 degrees. Clear skies, warm, humid conditions expected here for us into the overnight hours. But if you like today, well, you like tomorrow, because it's pretty much a repeat, as we're going to be seeing maybe a few high clouds there in the morning. But for the most part, mostly sunny skies. 91 degrees already by the noontime hour, and continue to warm from there. 97 to be a valley average. Now, there There is going to be a little bit of a sea breeze. Now, I'm not really expecting any shower activity to form up along it, but maybe a little bit more of a breeze in the afternoon hours and a little spark in cloud cover for a short period of time. But in terms of temperatures, yeah, another hot day. 100 in Rio Grande City. How about 98 McAllen, 97 Harlingen, 96 there in Brownsville, and those feels like temperatures with the humidity definitely going to be a big story. So yeah, remember our hot water tips. Stay hydrated if you're going to be outside doing any yard work, making sure your pet's in shade and water. Sunscreen, it's also a good thing, and light colored clothing. And well, you think about the heat for the next few days, and then we get a cold front on the way. It'll feel much better by Wednesday. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But if you are heading off to the island tomorrow, 85 degrees there. Cold temperature, a little bit warmer, actually 86 degrees there, 1 to 2 foot swells, and that low rip current risk. Now, Monday, we're expecting kind of very similar conditions to Sunday. And then, well, Tuesday, we get some more moisture moving in out ahead of that cold front. That's going to spark up a little bit more shower activity. And then Wednesday, the front moves through. And then behind it, well, drier air returns to the valley. And yeah, with it, no rain chances. Let's take a look at Futurecast here. Here's the front pushing on through. And again, right along the front, we can see some moisture. But once it's south of the valley, high pressure builds in and leads to a pretty nice, comfortable couple days there, as our highs are only going to be in the 80s, and with lower humidity, it's going to feel mighty nice even during the day. Let's take a look at just dew points. You can see that drier air funneling in here into the valley. And again, that's going to be really nice, not only just during the day, but even into the overnight hours, allowing those temperatures to cool. Look at these overnight temperatures, 64 degrees Thursday night. It's almost inviting to open the windows up, save some money on the air conditioning when you get temperatures like that. So, something to look forward to over the next couple of days when you're outside baking in the heat. Now, let's talk tropics. We do have a new tropical depression, 16 out there in the mid-Atlantic. There's Puerto Rico, just to kind of orient yourself there. Only 35-mile-an-hour winds. Good news is this is not heading here to the valley, going north of the islands and then taking that right-hand turn off to the north there. Maybe Bermuda affected by this down the road. Something to watch there. But behind 16, well, we got another area we're watching. This will probably be the next depression tomorrow. 70% chance of development with that. And then we got another wave right behind it. So, yeah, tropics are still busy. Good news is nothing for us on the way. So there's that 7-day forecast, though. Again, looking at hot and sunny the next 2 days here. Then the front moves through, and then we get that release. First day of fall, cold front. Temperatures in the 80s during the day, 60s at night. I know, Karina, you're happy about this. This is perfect. You get the pumpkin spice lattes now because it's fall.
But there's
no Uggs. I don't want to see the North Face jackets. None of that.
Okay, but I'm gonna bring a big sweater.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. In the morning.
Okay, yeah. And at night. You said the overnight.
Oh yeah, all right. Good. Overnight too, but not during the day.